So once again, welcome back to Healing America's Narratives, dealing with Chapter 10, which speaks to the embodiment of the collective national shadow of the country by Donald Trump. And just based on what we said in the last episode, just the bullet points of some of the things that he outright lied about, just want to take that and put it in a historical context. So compare his pattern of outright lies and intentional manipulation with the history of the United States government's breaking virtually every treaty with Native Americans. Again, this book is not about Donald Trump. He happens to be featured in it because of his presidency, but it's about the shadow of the country historically. So again, compare this dishonesty and this untrustworthiness and this bullying that he embodies with the promises of equal protection of the laws for everyone, but especially consider for Blacks and women, and nowadays for people who have sexual identities and gender identities that are different from, the dominant cisgendered heterosexual population. Consider that, amendments, proclamations, laws, and court decisions, 1862, 1863, 1865, 1870, 1920, 1954, 64, and 65, to name a few, that constantly have to be revisited because they're not fully manifested truly in the day-to-day lives of American citizens. Consider, Trump's referring to anyone with whom he disagrees or that he doesn't like as a loser or as a failing entity. And contrast that with our own government's attempts to hide what really happened in Vietnam, right, in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and we explored all of those in earlier episodes. So Trump gets attention here because he tends to embody falsehoods and betrayals as a daily practice. That in no way is intended to let other politicians or the rest of us who vote them in off the hook. If anything, it plants us more firmly on the hook because we obviously have some work to do as citizens, as voters, and as human beings. So again, that's just a step back to remind us of why we're even speaking about him as an embodiment of the collective shadow, because this is a historical view of the United States of America over 246 years as a nation, and including another 100, 150 years prior to that, leading up to its formation as a nation. We can be better. So as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you the next time around.